Wrestling with Ghosts is an American television series about the paranormal that premiered as a web series on June 30, 2017. Since then, the show's concept won the Destination America nationwide search for a new creative paranormal team. The show has since been picked up and is now being aired on the ASY TV. According to the original introduction, Season 1 follows a paranormal investigator, directly after he loses his original ghost hunting team to what he calls a demonic attack and subsequent fist fight. He then hires 3 professional wrestlers as protection on future investigations. In 2019, Luke Walker wrote a script for the movie The Hike film, based on their episode 3.1 experiences trying to find Spearfinger in the Great Smoky Mountains. In 2020, production started on the movie, with Luke Walker writing and directing, Vinnie Vineyard producing and editing, and the entire cast, including Candy Thompson and Travis Graves, starring in the lead roles. Wrestling with Ghosts started when a paranormal investigator was eating at a restaurant in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. During the meal, he asked the manager on duty, Travis Graves, if there were any local ghost stories that would make for interesting television. Travis then referred him to a fellow employee, a longtime resident, and former police officer Luke Walker. Walker had several stories and suggested that rather shooting one project in Gatlinburg for a documentary, that they should consider making a paranormal series. He then suggested that they should add entertainer Funkmaster V to the mix. The group then started shooting the series soon thereafter. The permanent members of the cast and crew are Big Luke Walker, Funkmaster V, and Travis Graves. Big Luke Walker, born June 4, 1975, is the executive producer, head writer, and camera operator on the show, and is originally from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Walker is an ex-police officer, a fact the teen lampoons in episode 1, I Used to Be a Cop. In fact, his first experience with the paranormal was while he was performing his police duties at the Greenbrier restaurant in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. He is also an ex-SWAT team member, longtime singer/songwriter, professional wrestler, podcaster, and amateur gemologist. Vinnie Vineyard, Funkmaster V, born December 20, 1974, is the director, editor, and writer of the show. He is originally from Baltimore, Maryland and was a longtime resident of Knoxville, Tennessee. Vineyard goes by his wrestling moniker Funkmaster V on the show, which he obtained from his musical career as a bass player. He has been an on-air disc jockey, stand-up comedian, professional wrestler, podcaster, libertarian politician, bounty hunter, state champion judoka, and owns a taxi cab company, Funkmaster V's Uptown Cabs of Renown, that is featured in the show. Funkmaster V has his own segment of the show called The Funked. This is where the team investigates a legend or claim and see if it holds water. Travis Graves, born August 4, 1989, as Travis Sagraves in West Palm Beach, Florida, is a camera operator on the show. Candy Thompson is a singer who joined the cast in Season 3. Mitchell Gore is a camera assistant who lives at a haunted location featured on Episode 7. Caitlin Shelton is a spirit medium. She is featured on a full segment on Episode 7, The Furry Without a Fursuit. Beth Gibson is the real-life girlfriend of Travis Graves. She is predominantly featured on Episode 4, Going Postal, when on her birthday, spirits seem to follow her around, throw objects at her, moan at her, and slam doors behind her. Perfect Pat is a wrestling promoter who knows the team from professional wrestling and was pivotal in allowing the team into Merry Death Antiques, featured on Episode 3, We Gia Want the Funk. Alan Miller is the docent of the Old La Follette Post Office, and his retelling of local lore is featured on Episode 4, Going Postal, and Episode 8, The Postman Always Screams Twice. Haley Stanley is a cosplayer that has helped the team when they needed someone to trigger misogynistic entities. Jenny Laura helps the team on Episode 5, The Giant Who Saved Gatlinburg, by putting a curse on the mysterious mansion and then reverses Funkmaster V's figure 4 leg lock. Jeremy Cantelli is a camera operator who helped the team on segments of Episode 5, Episode 7, almost all of Episode 8, and all of Episode 6. Dalton Stout was a guest investigator on Episode 6, The Rabbit Man Cometh. He was the aggressive investigator that allegedly attacked other TV presenters during the famed demonic attack, and this episode takes place at the same location of the incident. Eerily similarities ensue. Vito Thomaselli of Pro Wrestling's The Thomaselli Brothers is the series narrator. Season 1. EP 1.1, I Used to Be a Cop. Greenbrier Restaurant in Gatlinburg, Tennessee defunct at the Sensabaugh Tunnel in Kingsport, Tennessee. EP 1.2 Chiroptera surgit undisclosed ghost town in western North Carolina's Smoky Mountains. EP 1.3 Ouija want the funk Mary Death Antiques in La Follette, Tennessee defunct at a personal residence in Stearns, Kentucky. EP 1.4 Going postal old La Follette Post Office in La Follette, Tennessee defunct at the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. EP 1.5 The giant that saved Gatlinburg, various Gatlinburg locations. Defunct at Emmert's Cove Cemetery in Pittman Center, Tennessee. EP 1.6 The Rabbit Man Cometh Rabbit Man Cabin, Unicoi, Tennessee. Bonus EP 1 The Furry Without a Fursuit, The House of Gore in Bristol, Virginia. Bonus EP 2 The Postman Always Screams Twice, return to the old La Follette Post Office in La Follette, TN Season 2. EP 2.1 Drag Me to Jail, Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary in Petros, Tennessee. EP 2.2 One Fish, BOO. Fish Volmers Park, Bowling Green, Ohio. EP 2.3 They Died with Their Booze on Bethesda Presbyterian Church, Morristown, Tennessee. EP 2.4 Be Gold to Your Shule, Posttown Elementary, Middleton, OH. EP 2.5 Dark Side of the Moonshine Severe Distilling Company, Sevierville, Tennessee. EP 2.6 Hail Hales Bar Dam, near the Tennessee/Georgia line. Season 3. EP 3.1 Spearfinger Nolan Creek Trail, NC. EP 3.2 Indian Cave, Vonore, Tennessee. EP 3.3 Horsefly Chronicles, Easton, Pennsylvania. Walker and Vineyard were among several citizens who helped save lives and properties during the Gatlinburg fires of November 28, 2016. Walker's Facebook Live broadcast was the first report that Gatlinburg Ski Mountain was on fire, meaning the city of Gatlinburg was surrounded by fire on all sides. His footage and interviews, along with Vineyard's, have been used in documentaries. One entitled Firestorm is being funded by HBO and is in post-production. Vineyard, who owns the taxi cab company Funkmaster V's Uptown Cabs of Renown, went into Gatlinburg to rescue people who were trapped or overcome with smoke. The exploits of their night in their tag team match for charity can be seen on the last two segments of Wrestling with Ghosts Season 1, Episode 5, The Giant That Saved Gatlinburg. On the fifth episode, The Giant That Saved Gatlinburg, some members of the team allegedly tampered with evidence as a joke. Although the show is heavily comedic, the remaining members of the show did not think the joke was professional. Walker said on a radio interview on Para Search UK, "You fake one thing, you faked everything." Some members of the cast and crew were replaced after this episode. In the world of pro wrestling, Walker and Vineyard have been outspoken critics of Southern living, culture, and the overall way of life of native Tennesseans on YouTube with their Punch the South into Mouth series. But truth be told, they prefer living in East Tennessee over the big cities they hail from.